Have you ever felt this? You study English every day. You memorize grammar, read stories, repeat dialogues. But the moment someone speaks to you in real life, your mind just goes blank. You want to reply, but no words come out. You smile, nod, and hope they stop talking soon. Do not worry, my friend. You are not bad at English. You are just stuck in the classroom zone. In class, English feels easy. Everyone speaks slowly, clearly, kindly. But outside, people talk fast. They use slang. They mix words. They do not wait for you to translate. And suddenly, all the English you learned disappears. I know that feeling. That small voice inside you says, maybe I will never be fluent. But listen to me. That voice is lying. You already have English inside you. You just haven't learned how to use it in real life yet. The classroom teaches you rules, but real life teaches you rhythm. Class gives you vocabulary, but real life gives you voice. And that voice, your voice, is waiting to come out. In this episode, I want to help you unlock it. Not by studying harder, but by living smarter. Because the secret to fluency is not studying more. It's using what you already know, everywhere, every day. Think about it. You spend your day doing normal things, brushing your teeth, walking, texting, cooking. What if those moments became your English practice? What if you didn't need a classroom anymore to sound confident? What if English became part of your real life, like your morning coffee? Today, I will show you how to make that happen. We'll talk about how to bring English into your mornings, your free time, your thoughts, your world. You'll learn small daily actions that change everything without stress, without fear. And trust me, by the end of this episode, you'll stop saying, I'm learning English, and start saying, I'm living English. So take a deep breath. Relax. Forget about perfection, because the goal is not to speak like a native. The goal is to speak with confidence. Now, let's begin the journey to move your English from the classroom to your real life. All right, let me ask you something. When was the last time you used English outside your classroom? Be honest. Was it yesterday? Last week? Or maybe never? It's okay. Most learners feel the same. But here's the truth. If you only use English in class, you'll only speak like a student. If you use English in real life, you'll start speaking like a real person. So, here's what I want you to try, starting today. Don't wait for study time. Make English your background music, always playing in your life. When you wake up, look at yourself in the mirror and say, "Good morning, Alex." Say your own name. Smile. Then talk to yourself. What will I do today? Maybe I'll go for a walk. Just one line, but it changes everything. Because the moment you start speaking to yourself in English, your mind starts believing that English is yours. It's not foreign anymore. It's familiar. It becomes your language, not your lesson. And when you leave your home, use every small moment. Waiting for the bus? Great! Describe what you see. That woman has a red umbrella. The air feels cool today. That shop smells like coffee. You're not just describing the world, you're training your brain to think in English automatically. Here's a small secret. The people who become fluent are not always smarter. They're just more consistent. They speak a little English every single day, even when no one is watching. And let me show you something fun. Imagine you're walking with your headphones on. You're listening to this podcast. I say, repeat after me. And you softly say, repeat after me. Feels strange at first, right? But that's how confidence starts, in small, brave moments like these. You can even make your phone your English friend. Change its language. When you see settings, gallery, or messages, don't translate. Feel it. Let your eyes get used to English words everywhere. Because fluency isn't just about speaking. It's about living in English. Let me tell you about one of my students, Sarah. She used to be shy and quiet. She only spoke English when I asked her a question in class. But one day, she decided to live in English. She changed her phone language. She spoke to herself while cooking. She listened to English songs and repeated the lyrics. And just 3 months later, she was talking to tourists in her city without fear. Why? Because she made English part of her day, not a subject, but a habit. And you can do it too. You don't need a partner. You don't need a teacher beside you all the time. You just need the courage to start using the English you already know. So today, when you finish listening to this podcast, try this. Spend 10 minutes talking to yourself about your day. It can be in your room, on your walk, or even while making tea. Just speak. No one's judging. No one's grading. You're simply giving your voice permission to grow. Because the more you use English, the more English will use you in the best way.
All right. Now that you understand the idea, let us make it real. Let us bring English into your everyday life. Imagine this. You wake up in the morning, you stretch your arms, and instead of saying good morning in your language, you whisper it in English. Just one small sentence, but it wakes up your brain. Good morning, Alex. Today, I'm going to speak English all day. When you brush your teeth, think in English. This toothpaste is minty. My hair looks messy today. Simple thoughts, but powerful. Because every small English sentence you say to yourself is a brick, and you are building your fluency wall brick by brick. When you're walking to work or school, don't scroll aimlessly. Listen to something in English, a podcast, a story, even a short video. You don't need to understand every word. Just feel the rhythm, the way people connect words, the way voices rise and fall. That's the real English classroom. And when you're cooking, cleaning, or waiting for the bus, try to describe what you're doing. I'm cutting vegetables. I'm waiting for the bus. I'm feeling hungry. You see, these are real-life sentences. You're not memorizing, you're living the language. Because the truth is, English doesn't grow inside a notebook. It grows inside your life. Every sound you hear, every small thought you express, every tiny conversation you try, they all connect. And slowly, you start thinking in English. Not because you forced yourself, but because you trained your mind, little by little, every single day. And then one day, you'll surprise yourself. Someone will ask you something in English, and you will reply, naturally, easily, without thinking. That's the magic moment. That's when you'll realize, I'm not learning English anymore, I'm living it. And that's exactly what we're building together. A life where English is not a subject, but your second skin. You know, the biggest mistake most learners make is waiting for the right time to speak English. They think, I'll start when I'm ready. I'll speak when I know more words. I'll try when I feel confident. But that right time never comes, because confidence does not come before you speak. It comes after. When you use English in real life, even if you make mistakes, your brain learns, your tongue adapts, and your fear starts fading away. Every time you talk to a shopkeeper in English, every time you send a small English message, every time you greet a friend in English, you are winning. You are not practicing, you are progressing. Fluency is not about perfection. It is about communication. It is about connection. It is about courage. And that courage is already inside you. Do not wait for a perfect accent. Do not wait for a fancy word. Just start with what you have, and English will start working for you. Remember this line: practice makes you confident, but real life makes you fluent. So from today, speak to one person in English. Listen to one English conversation. Write one English thought. One action a day, and your English life will change forever. This is your journey. You don't need to rush. You just need to begin right where you are. And I'll be right here with you, every step of the way. You've been listening to Unlock English Podcast. I'm Alex, and I'll see you in the next episode, where we take your English from classroom to real-life mastery.